Okay, from book of the month to used bookstores to dollar store finds, I have picked up quite a few random books recently, and I am going to share those with you today. So hi, my name is Talia. I love books, I love bandanas. I am so glad you are at my channel today. March was a pretty hectic month for me, and to be perfectly honest, I struggle pretty significantly with a general anxiety disorder that I've had since a young child. And some days it just, some seasons I should say, it just really flows in a bad way. So March was tough for me. I was not able to film a lot, but I did find the energy and mental space to buy some books, which somehow I never seem to be able to stop, no matter what is my mental state. So that's great. So things are going much better now. And as I'm looking at this stack, I'm like, there's not really a theme to it. They just are very random books. A couple of them, I'm like, why do we even have this? Like, this doesn't even sound good now. Why did this come into my life? So you'll have to let me know what you think as I go through. But let's just jump right into it. Okay, so this book I actually found at the dollar store, or like the $1.25 store, I guess it is. When we stopped in randomly to get the kids, like, I don't remember what they had earned. They had earned like something for doing their chores. They had earned a dollar prize. So we took them in there and I looked at the books and I found this. So How High is the Moon by Karen Parsons. And this, I'm unclear, I should look it up, if it's like a middle grade novel or not, but it's about a 12-year-old girl. And she gets bullied. She lives in the South. She gets bullied because she has a lighter skin tone. She ends up staying with her mother for a while, comes back to the South, and one of her friends is now accused of murder. So it sounds like a pretty intense drama. So I'm not sure if it's middle grade, but it does focus on like a younger character. So, I mean, for $1.25, I'll give it a try, right? The rules of magic, actually, this at my book club sometimes will just bring books that not necessarily were for book club. But one of my members in particular will bring books that like that she's read and doesn't want to keep on her shelf. So The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman. And I kind of just grabbed it because of the cover. And it is like this family, and there's witchery, like they've been accused of witchery in the past, and now they do have magic going on, but there's all these rules for the magic they have to follow, and honestly, I have no idea what else than that. This is one of them where I got kind of like partway through the back, and I was like, I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't know some of these details going into it. So again, very random. I think Alice Hoffman is a pretty popular writer. I have not read anything by her, so we'll see. Now I have that. Okay, The Marriage Book by Nikki and Sela Lee. I picked this up because marriage is really hard. And anyone who has told you that marriage isn't hard is really lying, because marriage is really, really hard. And Nikki and Sela Lee are based, I think they're based in London. And actually my husband and I have watched some of their online material. They have like online marriage courses that you can take for totally free. And they are phenomenal. Like they give great advice and practical, like just practical advice to help your marriage, which is just really, can be challenging at times. It's quiet time, but the kids are not being very quiet. So hang on a second. Sometimes they forget. So anyways, I picked this up because I figured if their video stuff is good, then they probably have documented some of their advice pretty well in the marriage book. So I have that. Don't know when I'll get to it, but definitely will read that one at some point. Okay, I went used book shopping with my friend. So I did purposely go shopping for books one time. I went used book shopping and I found these two for, I think they were like $2 or $3 each. The Case of the Missing Servant by Tarquin Hall. And this is a mystery novel that takes place in India. And I like mysteries, and I like India. So that's what we got here, I guess. It's supposed to be funny, and yeah, I had my previous boss was from India, and she always she introduced me to like a lot of just Indian food and Indian customs and cultures, and I've always been kind of interested in the country since then. So when I saw Indian mystery, I was like, sure, why not? We'll give it a try. And this is actually a book of the month copy, and I think I got it for $4 or something, so that's exciting. Miracle Creek by Angie Kim. And I don't remember at all what it's about, but I have it in my life. So again, random. I think I just bought it because I was like, oh, cheap book of the month copy. That's great. Okay, mystery. Mother accused of killing her autistic son. Miracle Creek is a powerhouse debut of how far we'll go to protect our families and our deepest secrets. Okay. Ooh, it's like a classic form courtroom drama and draws on her experience as an own immigrant, a lawyer, and the mother of a real-life submarine patient. So this book has everything. That's gonna be great. Can't wait. So random. Just like, no, the random. Okay, this little section does have a theme. And this is actually, I got these all from Book of the Month in 1 month because I had my credit and then I actually had a referral credit, which I don't know if you know, but anytime if you sign up for Book of the Month using my link, I get a free book. So that's a pretty good referral credit because I feel like lots of referral places are like, oh, you get 2 points, or Amazon affiliate links, they're like, you got 4 cents this month, great job, but the Book of the Month referral program is pretty amazing. So if you haven't tried Book of the Month, you should check it out because I get free books if you do using my link. So go do that. But honestly, Book of the Month is awesome too because every month they just tell you what the books are. These are the books. You can pick one. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. And you can just skip it for the next month. And I feel like I am not a mystery book box kind of person. Especially, I would be if they were cheaper, but I feel like the book boxes out there are all so expensive, like upwards of $40, $50 to get a book sent to you and a candle and a couple trinkets that I'll probably never use. So Book of the Month works great for me because I can just look and be like, oh yeah, I like this book, I don't like this book. It's like $15, $16 for a hard copy, hardcover, and then if you don't want any of the books, you can just skip it and not do it. So anyways, that's my Book of the Month ramble. Apparently I'm feeling salesy today. But I got all 3 of these books from Book of the Month. So The Many Lives of Mama Love. This is about Laura Love Hardin, who was a typical soccer mom, and then she got addicted to heroin and got arrested when she was stealing all her credit cards from her neighbors to purchase heroin. So it kind of tells that story and about her life in prison and then getting out of prison and writing this book. So I just thought that sounded interesting. All 3 of these are nonfiction, actually. Killers of the Flower Moon, The Osage Murders, and The Birth of the FBI. I have been seeing this one around for a while. So when I saw this on Book of the Month, I was like, yeah, I should pick that one up. So this is about the Osage Indian tribe who was in Oklahoma, and they started getting kind of killed off one by one, and somehow through that investigation, the FBI was born. So sounds really interesting, and I've heard quite a few booktubers talking about this one and ranking it highly. And then this one, The Choice, Embrace the Possible. This is a memoir by Dr. Eva Eger, who survived the Holocaust. And she basically survived as a young girl who was a gymnast and a dancer and was made to perform for the Germans. And basically, sounds like was kept alive for her talent and her ability to entertain them, and her experience on what that was like and going through it, and I think having some survivor's guilt about family members who didn't make it when she did, and yeah, it just sounds like that one's going to be really intense, but probably pretty good as well. So just a lot of random books that I have today that I need to get organized on my shelf. They've just been kind of sitting in a stack in the corner as I've been accumulating them. So on the list of things to organize, but I thought I'd share them with you before I did that. So that's all. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. I hope you've been buying books too, because part of the fun of life is not just reading the books, but the process of just buying the books and bringing them into your home. And if you are having a bad hair day, just wear a bandana. Bye.